I'm Haley Holt.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So we are here today to discuss any concerns you may be having with your voice. And we're going to go through a series of questions about your wants and needs with therapy, and it'll give us a better idea on creating a plan for the two of us. This session should only take about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to move into the next step, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, so Teresa, tell me why you're here today. What can I help you with?
I'm having some trouble with stuttering.
Okay, and what is the trouble you are having with your stuttering?
Well, I stutter like when I'm in a big group of people, like when I'm trying to talk to a bunch of them, and sometimes I stutter around people that I don't know very well, and I also have a really hard time with the sh and the p sounds. I tend to repeat those a lot.
Okay, so what you'd really like help with is the amount of stuttering that occurs when you're in a large group of people and when you're speaking to strangers?
Right.
Okay, and are there any other times that you notice stuttering occurring?
Yes, sometimes I stutter when speaking in front of large groups of people, and they make me nervous.
Okay, alrighty. Well, it says here that your teachers began noticing your stuttering in the 9th grade. Can you tell me more about when the stuttering started?
I think that it started when I moved to a new school district in the 9th grade, since I didn't know anyone and I was taking a debate class. The two made me so nervous that my stuttering slowly began.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your long-term goal? If there was an ultimate goal you'd like to reach from therapy, what would that be?
Basically to stop stuttering so it doesn't affect my sorority life anymore, and to become successful after graduation. I'm looking for sales jobs within the next few months, and I just want to be more confident when I'm speaking.
Okay, and you just mentioned that you're in a sorority. How does the stuttering affect this?
I'm usually okay when speaking casually with my sisters, but if there's ever a time I have to speak by myself in front of a big group of them, I tend to get nervous and it starts my stuttering.
Okay, how do these girls support you?
You know, they're actually pretty understanding about it, and they don't really think much of it.
Okay. Does anyone else in your family have a history of stuttering?
No, not that I know of.
And how does your family support you exactly?
My mom's like super supportive with it, and she doesn't really let it affect her when it happens, but my little brother kind of picks on me about it. Like, he'll make fun of me when it happens, when I'm around him, or sometimes he gets embarrassed if it's in front of his friends.
Okay. And that makes you feel inferior when that happens?
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't let it get to me because he's younger than I am, but it doesn't, but it does, and like, it just makes me even more nervous, you know?
Are there any other times you noticed your stuttering gets worse than other times?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me more about these difficult times?
It happens all the time. When I'm in my speech class, like, that's the time when I have to go in front of a large group of strangers for a certain amount of time, and it just makes me so nervous that my stuttering gets horrible. So.
Okay. So public speaking in front of a large group of people is a huge issue for you, correct?
Huge issue.
Okay. So have you ever received any type of therapy in your past for stuttering?
I did once in the 9th grade, but I just stopped going because I was kind of embarrassed, and I thought I could just fix the issue myself, but obviously that wasn't the case, so.
Okay, so in addition to the previous therapy, what else have you done to eliminate the stuttering on your own?
I just try and speak at like a slower pace so I can concentrate on not stuttering. Other than those two, not much else. Yeah.
Okay. So, since your past therapy session, what has changed with your stuttering?
Well, being in college and being with like a bunch of new people that I don't know has made the stuttering worse. Like, when I'm in class, it's hard for me to like remain calm. And being in my sorority and knowing all of my sisters sometimes helps that if they're in class. But the last time I did therapy was 7 years ago, and a lot has changed for me as a person in general. So.
Okay. Okay. Well, how exactly would you like to overcome these stuttering obstacles you face?
Obviously, I want to do anything that'll completely stop my stuttering, and I think just learning some calming techniques that I could, if the stuttering starts, something that I remember, so if I do stutter, it's less noticeable, you know?
Yes. Okay. So, Teresa, during your time with me today, would you describe the stuttering to happen, or is your speech normal?
I haven't really been stuttering because I feel pretty comfortable talking to you.
Okay.
But in general, I don't stutter that much during casual conversation with the other person. So.
Okay, right. Okay, so what I want you to do is make a list of all the situations where your stuttering affects your communication.
Okay.
I want you to prioritize them from the issues that you have the most impact on your life to the least, that affects it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you said speaking in front of your sorority sisters is sometimes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a good place to start therapy, or tell me what you think would be the best place to start?
Well, yeah, that's sometimes an issue for me